we're back. Hey, Fab Fam. I cannot believe that we are already into July. Welcome back to Life in the Fab Lane. Today, we are going to be talking about the things that keep the lights on, that keep our apps running, that keep our homes powered, and that's going to be real power, the utilities, the renewables, the microgrid systems, the data centers, the stuff that makes the world run. And if you're in procurement for sourcing these kinds of programs, you know that the enclosure protecting that tech is more than just a metal box, right? That's going to be the barrier that protects the systems that power our world and make sure that that power does not get interrupted. And when you're working with custom enclosures, specifically around power, the stakes are high because you're building for the real world. So today I'm going to dig into what makes custom fab for energy infrastructure specialized, how to vet a fab partner who can handle it, and how procurement teams can reduce risk without sacrificing performance around custom enclosures for these power applications. So let's be honest, energy projects are not one size fits all, right? That utility grid in Arizona may not need the same enclosure setup as an EV charging install in Maine, but we need to make sure that there are similarities between those. But catalog parts and catalog enclosures typically won't be able to help. This is where custom enclosures come in because you need a custom enclosure that can fit your custom footprint that matches your layout, can survive the install sites and in the fields that you're looking at, can accommodate for custom cutouts, brackets, airflow. So something that's engineered for your system, not retrofitted after the fact. And when done right, custom enclosures can streamline the performance and simplify your install. When done wrong, they can delay your project, confuse your crews, and leave your equipment exposed. This is why it's really important to vet your fabrication partners to make sure that they understand the requirements of infrastructure. So here's a checklist that I tell procurement teams to run through when sourcing custom enclosures. Number one, real world experience. I cannot stress this one enough. Have they built battery storage enclosures or utility enclosures? Ask for examples, not just capabilities. This will help you in the long run. Environmental and compliance expertise. So are they designing for NEMA 3R? Are they designing for NEMA 4X? Do they have UL experience? Do they have seismic experience? If they don't bring these up in the conversation, in your initial conversations, or when you ask about these, this is your sign to go and double check their actual real world experience, line one that I just discussed, to make sure that they're ready for this project. Custom isn't new to them. Some suppliers say they do custom, but what this actually means is they're going to tweak a standard design. Look for a partner who actually builds to your spec, not forces your spec into theirs. Scalable capacity. This is huge, right? Right now we're in a power race. We need as much power as we can get, and there's a huge demand for these tech that's powering the world. So we need to understand, and you need to understand when you're talking to a fab supplier, how long will it take them to go from your initial demand to your growth demand across multiple sites without scrambling? You need custom with scale, so you don't get custom without scale, because that's just chaos waiting to happen, right? So ask those questions up front. They're 4 easy questions that'll easily help you uncover if this fab partner is ready to support your infrastructure projects. And now we have to get to something that I talk about quite a bit. And we talked about this in earlier episodes as well, but engineering-led custom fab can make or break a build, especially when it comes to infrastructure, right? This is where the magic happens, or where it all breaks down. In custom work, engineering is everything, especially in infrastructure, where we talked about the requirements, and there's not room for error in those requirements. So if your fab partner doesn't bring engineering to the table early, you're setting yourself up for misfits, delayed installs, and change orders that no one wants to explain. At Maysteel, our engineering team gets looped up front, not after the quote's been sent, because we design for manufacturability, for field performance and for your specific specs. No one needs a last minute, oh wait, that won't mount email, or that's not going to fit on the construction site. I think Kevin Matkin, our CEO, says it best. The enclosures we build aren't just protecting components, they're protecting uptime, safety, and reputation. So a direct quote from Kevin on that I think we all live by here, especially around the infrastructure area. So let's wrap this up and let's talk about your custom strategy for sourcing infrastructure enclosures. Let's recap this. If you're sourcing custom enclosures for infrastructure, make sure your supplier actually does custom. Number 2, dig into their infrastructure and environmental experience. It matters more than ever. 3, don't settle for a team that quotes without engineering. That'll cost you more in the long run. If your program needs a custom enclosure partner who understands the infrastructure space, utilities, renewable, EV charging, power gen, reach out. I'd love to learn more about what you're building and how we can help protect it. Thanks for hanging out for another Life in the Fab Lane episode. Until next time, stay fab and stay powered.